What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu, Label Free Podcast. Live your best life. You must live label free. I'm super excited. I love my people from Australia. My next guest, she's actually originally from Shanghai and moved to Melbourne, Australia. She is a luxury branding coach, creative director, and speaker who specializes in helping female coaches and founders. Please welcome Elva Li. Elva, thank you for joining us today. I'm so excited for our conversation.
Thank you for having me, Diana. I'm so excited too. Thank you for having me in your podcast.
Well, I love it. You're part of my boss babe tribe. So I consider all you ladies like just my boss babes. And I'm gonna create a tribe one of these days. And we're all gonna be in one, like maybe on Facebook group and just like brainstorm together and create magic. But you originally were in the corporate world, right?
Yes.
And so what did you do in the corporate world and how long ago was that?
It's about 10 years ago. I would say I started as a chartered accountant. Then I continuously working business advisory. So my first firm, if you're familiar with the accounting world, is one of the big accounting firm in the world, KPMG. I was an auditor. Yeah. Then I continue working in business advisory and working with high net worth individuals. And also I started actually back in China, Shanghai, as you mentioned. And then I moved to Australia because at that time I thought, because I want to have some different lives. And the path I can see in the accounting world is not what I wanted, but I don't know what I wanted back then. So I thought, oh, if I go overseas and explore the world, I'll find something different and I can have a different life. So I actually packed my bag and quit my job, moved from Shanghai, China to Melbourne, Australia by myself. Wow. But the reality teach me it actually doesn't matter where you are, it's about who you are. So I changed the location, changed into a different westernized world, but I kept doing the same thing. I continuously doing the business advisory and in the corporate world. And what I call back then, I was trying to be a good girl, not only like brought up as a good girl in my family, but also be a good girl in the corporate world. Yeah. And then I realized if I continue doing the same thing, it doesn't matter. It's in China, in Australia, the results will be the same. Yeah.
Wow. So that's pretty unique. You, well, I know KPMG. I actually did a bid with them for in my previous life when I was vice president of key accounts and business operations for First Group America. And it was a real intense, like, because they handled the whole account in the bidding process. So I'm very familiar with KPMG. That's like, so that's some heavy, like you work for some big name companies, big corporations, moving by yourself to Australia. What was that like? Because for me, I feel like that would be kind of scary.
Yeah, back then, I think I was in my 20s and full of the young spirit and exploring. And I think that at that time, I just full of optimism and hope and looking forward to a new life. So, of course, there were difficulties and obstacles, especially English was not my first language, but I was willing to accommodate myself and learn how to adjust myself to find my place in the new world. And I also talking about like always how you do one thing is how you do everything. So I applied my working ethics and like the dedication to myself, to my work, to everything I do. So that helped me really get used to the new world I'm in.
Yeah, that's very cool. So how long did it take you to like, did you have friends there in Australia or did you just go there not knowing anyone?
Not knowing anyone.
Good for you. That's awesome. I would love to do that one of these days, but I have dogs. I have so much family here. Like I would just love to pick up and just move. I feel like that would be so liberating and just like such a great growing experience for yourself to do something like that.
Yes. Looking back, I actually was very proud of myself. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. So let's fast forward a little bit. So now you were in the corporate world, you've been successful, you weren't still feeling fulfilled. So at what point did you say, hey, I need to branch off on my own? And you created this phenomenal business that you have.
I actually started as a side hustle because once I realized if I continue doing the same thing, I'll have the same results. So actually starting dive into the personal development world, the spiritual growth world, and starting to improving myself and looking at different ways people live their life. And this opened my eyes when I find people, especially female entrepreneurs, can live a freedom-based lifestyle doing what they love. So that's like what I call a Tiffany box from the universe, help me see what I wasn't able to see when I was in the corporate world. So I was so excited. So I dived in and started my side hustle. In the beginning, I tried lots of different business ideas, but gradually I find my sweet spot because I was in the business advisory working with high net worth individuals, but also I always have a creative flair, eye for luxury branding. And when I started my first blog and website, people always commenting, "Oh, your branding and website is so beautiful." And I'm starting to recognize, yes, I really have talent in that. And I continue improving myself in that way because I feel like it is my sweet spot. I really love doing that. I have talent and the people recognize, and I can help other people as well. So I went to Paris to study. I did lots of self-study programs. So basically I'm a self-taught, and during all these years keep improving myself, but also combine my corporate background, all the experience working with businesses. So that's how I started my business. And I would say the turning point, I can make it like not a side hustle, turn it to a full-time business, is once I recognize I need to unapologetically declare my desire, declare like the luxury, what I'm talking about now. Because in the beginning, I was so shy from talking about luxury because I was thinking what people think it is superficial, what I will be judged, until I unapologetically acknowledge it and declare it. Then my business starting to bloom, and I define what luxury means to me, and people attracted to my message.
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, I'm definitely, and I think it speaks more to women. So I'm sure that's probably why you specialize in helping female coaches and founders. So what led you to coaches and more in female founders, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah, because in my self-development journey, I started in coaching. I was a certified coach, a certified NLP practitioner myself. So I totally understand, especially female coaches, what they want and the whole journey. The journey is not always pretty, but I always it's a beautiful journey. We learn so much, and I was there when they like. So I totally understand every stage when they started, when they grow. So I feel like I can really resonate with them, understand them, and helping them.
Yeah.
Hey Dad, how you been? What's going on?
Well, not too much. Spring cleaning time.
Well, did you weed whack? Did you get the carpets cleaned? 'Cause I know Mom's all about that, so I want to make sure we're ready to go.
Well, yeah. I got the gutters clean. That's about it.
That's it? Well, when I said weed whack and all that and the carpet, I kind of meant like the Manscaped 4.0. It's a little more personal.
I understand. Yeah.
Works
Oh,
awesome.
Have you tried this?
I have tried it and it works wonders. It really does. Yeah.
Okay. This is pretty cool. And see, it comes with an LED light, and I understand it's waterproof.
It is waterproof. It works well. I tried it. It's a good product. It's a great product. I've tried other ones, and they're just so noisy, and they don't cut very well.
Wow, that's really good, Mike. Where do we get this?
Well, you can get it at manscaped.com, and while you're at manscaped.com, you know that we got a code, so we get it cheaper.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of a discount can we get?
We can get it at label-free 20, and it gives you 20% off the product, and it gives us free shipping. And I've tried some of the other products there because they got these all new premier products. Like this here, it's a deodorant.
Now, is it for underarm or other places, or?
I tried, but it's for the underarm.
Okay.
That's where it's at. And you can also get it at manscaped.com. Same code. We're using the code again. Label free 20. Label
We get
free
20% off and free shipping.
Free
as
shipping.
well.
I mean, how can you go wrong with that, right?
Wonderful.
So what does that look like if somebody was going to want to work with you? So let's say, okay, I'm the head coach for the Female Podcasters Network, and I came to you and said, hey, I want to like maybe have you help me with our brand, our network. What would that process look like for a coach?
Yeah, I have my unique process. What I call is a Lux FemmeBrand system. So it incorporates a luxury brand strategy, mindset work, and also soul alignment. So what I call the three parts of my unique system is the first, the inner work, the second, the outer work, and the last, the higher work. It integrates all together. So what I mean by inner work is in order to become a luxury icon, a luxury brand, you need to believe you can, you need to embody it first. You need to overcome your mindset about, like what I'm talking about money, about being famous, about being seen. Those are all kind of inner work. Inner work also incorporates helping you discover your true essence. What is your lux factor makes you different from the others. So that's the first stage. We work on the inner work. And then we can bring out the inner essence to the outer world by creating your visuals, by applying the luxury brand strategy. What I have is a unique, the luxury model. It's not only just teaching you the strategy, but also an energetic sequence, because it's linked to the third part. What I'm talking about is the higher work. It's like embodied energy, co-creating with the universe, because the strategy is only as good as your energy. And for example, the two women can carry the same luxury bag, for example, Hermes bag, but the energy can be very different. One can carry it with the intention only to show off and to prove to others, but one can carry it with the intention of really appreciate the quality and feel beautiful carrying it herself. So we can sense those energies straight away. Same for your audience, for your clients. So the higher work is so important, because if your energy is not right, any strategy, even the most beautiful website that help you create the best strategy I gave you, it won't work. And also the higher work is also talking about alignment. We're always talking about alignment, but I always remind my client, what are you aligning to? Because lots of time people are creating their brand based on their past, based on their present, but I wanted them to really align to the higher version of themselves, to the future they want to create. And that's about the true soul alignment. And I want to help them to create a brand aligned with where they want to go.
That I love that. You said a lot of really great things there, and just like the energy thing is a very key point, because I really do believe that energy is very powerful. I mean, we're all made up of energy. You can vibrate at a very high level, or you could vibrate very low, and I think that's like, once you tune into that energy within you, it can be a very powerful, impactful thing. So I think that like your process is amazing, the inner, the outer, and just the higher. That's just awesome to bring those all together, because that really can change someone's dynamics, in a very like deep way, I guess. So when someone say, okay, this sounds great, this is a match, I want to work with you, do you have a set time that you work with someone to, or is it continual, or is it like a set time frame? What does that look like for businesses or coaches or founders that come to you and sign on with you?
Yeah, so in terms of the working with me, there are two ways. One is working one-on-one, but I only take very limited clients per year. So I will invite anyone who are interested, book a call with me to see what's your project timeline, and is there any availability in my schedule to work one-on-one. It can depend on your needs. Some female entrepreneurs or coaches, they only need an intensive day or session. Some will need a longer container. It's all about customized, because not everyone is the same, but I will apply the same system to guide you through all the system, but the time and the format can be customized. And the other way to working with me is in the luxury coach program. So it's a 10-week program. There are certain time open for enrollment. And I created this program because I can only work with certain number of one-on-one clients per year. But in the program, I can really leverage my time to create more impact and helping more women.
Where can people find that program or connect with you or learn more about you? What can you drop your links? Let people know where they can find you.
Yeah, sure. The easiest way to find me is my website, elvali.com, elvali.com.
Perfect. And then all that information will be on there.
Yes, you can find my program, or you can follow my Instagram and the social media. And I do some free like masterclass. Last time I did luxury coats, 3-day immersion. Women loves it. So yeah, you can find all the information there.
Awesome. I'll put those links in the show notes, you guys. So don't hesitate if you connecting with Elva and what she offers, and you are a coach or a founder of your business and you want to learn how to be a little bit more luxury for your clients and just raising the bar, don't hesitate to click on those links. So I have a question in regards, you mentioned the Hermes bag in the different types of energies with a woman that can carry it. Do you find when you work with a woman that might think that she thinks that she's carrying it in a way where she appreciates it versus the status symbol? Because I think that maybe some women might not be in tune with those energies.
Yeah, I think it also depends on different stages we're at. Like when we grow, even the same bag, we can carry different. Maybe the first bag we bought is because we want to reward themselves. Actually, that's the number one reason people buy luxury goods. They want to reward themselves. They want to think they made it. Then maybe when you grow, like just as you said, your higher energy level and the way, the intention you carry it and you enjoy it is different. It's not right or wrong. It all depends on how you show up to the world with your purest energy. And I always say luxury is, just as you said, the true luxury is elevated energy. And even in our business, I talking about luxury brands, is actually embody the high energy, the high vibration yourself, and create a high level transformation yourself, and then extend it to the client. So yeah.
That's very powerful. I love that because you can, there is that mindset of being like living in luxury, like I might not live in the best house, but I live in luxury because I appreciate and I'm present in everything that I do. So yeah, I get that. That's awesome. I love your mission. So what's next for you? You got any new projects, like a book or something? Because I feel like you've got a lot going on up your sleeve.
Yeah, just like you, I also have a big vision to really create a big community, and I'm so grateful in your community for all the lady bosses and live a free life, and so that's my vision too. I want to really unleash as many as what I call luxury icons as I can. So my next vision is really create a community, a mastermind, and really circle to gather in all the luxury icons. And it also incorporates the lifestyle. Just like you said, we really appreciate beautiful quality things in life, and luxury can mean different things to different people. Some may be a 5-star hotel, some maybe just enjoy a pure, raw, organic dark chocolate and enjoy that moment. I want to define what luxury truly means and bring all those women who truly live their simply luxurious life that aligned to their true self.
Oh, yes, that was good. That was powerful. So we're getting close out here on time. Any last words of wisdom or advice that you'd like to leave with the audience?
Yeah, if you're watching or listening this today, I believe there is a luxury brand in you. Just as I said, luxury is not about Dior or Chanel. It's actually standing in high worth and owning your ability and power to lead and inspire. So be yourself, and I truly believe you have the power to lead and inspire your people, being a true luxury icon.
Ooh, that was good. Elva, thank you so much for bringing your own brand, your special brand to our show, the Luxe FemmeBrand, because I think that is what you're doing is pretty cutting edge, actually. It's very different. I talked to a lot of people, and what you're offering is a different perspective on something that I think everybody wants to be part, like have luxury in their life. And what you're doing is offering them a different perspective on what luxury means. And it can mean, like you said, mean things to different things to different people. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed our conversation, and thank you for what you're doing. You're actually the luxury icon. I truly believe you, because you are inspiring other people to live their best freedom life. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, that was sweet. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. Please don't forget to follow, subscribe, comment, share, rate, review, all those good things. And I'll be back soon with more dynamic guests.